Hello and welcome, Black Unicorn here. In today's video, I'm going to introduce you into the Black Unicorn app, which will help you exporting data from SolidWorks into neutral formats. Before we start, a big shout out to Ariful, who gave me permission using his 2 kVA offline UPS as a demonstrator, which you can already see here open in the SolidWorks application. Visit him on GrabCAD and LinkedIn. I will put the links to his profiles in the description. I manipulated some of his files, especially regarding to the custom properties. And there are no drawings related to this model if you download it from GrabCAD. So I made some drawings by myself. It's simply a isometric view. I bet he will do a much better job than this here. But I think for demonstration purposes, this is actually good enough. If you're interested in this Black Unicorn SolidWorks extension, feel free to visit me on my Buy Me a Coffee account. You can download it there for free. Let's start with the general structure of the application. In the top part, there are 3 buttons that are related to getting data by your model or by a folder. In the middle part, you define where to save the exported, and in the bottom part, you define which kind of formats you want to export, and also you have the export selected button. Okay, let's start with getting the data. So getting the data is pretty simple. You have the opportunity by clicking data by model that will read out the data that is already saved in the assembly model. If you click on data by model, you see it's collecting data and you get a list of all parts that are part of this assembly. As you can see, it's not only part and ASM documents, it's also the drawing documents. We have some preconditions, which I will define in a minute. By clicking on data by folder, it's possible to select a complete folder, and the app will automatically check if there are any, as you can see, if there are any part drawing or assembly documents. This is a function which is related to the situation you want to like export a bunch of files like drawings or documents that are not related in a assembly or something, and you simply want to export a bunch of files. So for that reason, you can simply copy them to a folder, select the folder, and you get the data by the folder. As you can see, you have to be a bit cautious with this, because as you can see, there are also the shadow documents that represent the copy of the opened documents in this assembly, in this particular case. Okay, I go back to the data by model. Maybe you think now, okay, I'm using custom properties and I have some properties defined and I want to just export things that are sheet metal or things that are manufactured, and I want to ignore all the purchased parts. For that reason, this Add Identifier button is your friend. By clicking the Add Identifier button, the app will open a dialog where you can type in a identifier, which is in fact simply the name of a custom property. So I manipulated the data from Ariful already, as I mentioned before. And in this particular case, if I open like this cover here, I added the type property to all parts. So that means if I add now this type property, you'll see this type column occurs in this data grid. If I again click on data by model and collecting the data, you see the type is filled with the type values of each part. So when you get all these type properties, it's easy to sort them. And by selecting only like the sheet metals here, it's possible to export only the sheet metal types. So now we have to select where to save all the exported files. It's possible to simply use the working directory this is currently saved or used by SolidWorks by simply clicking on working directory, or selecting a custom one, which will open the browse dialog. So I will take this one. And after that, the only job we have to do is selecting the desired formats we want export to. So in this case, I'm going to take a step and a PDF, a step for all parts, a PDF for all drawings. And by clicking on Export Selected, you can see the app will start exporting all the data, and it will occur here in the folder we selected. So as I mentioned before, regarding to the drawings, there are two preconditions. And if you hit them, then this will always work to get the drawing of a particular part. The first one is the part and the drawing document must be saved in the same directory, and the part and the drawing document must be named identically. So that's the Black Unicorn SolidWorks extension. I hope this video is helpful. Again, if you want to download it, please feel free to visit me on Buy Me a Coffee, link in the description. And I hope I see you soon in the next video and the next version of the Black Unicorn app. Have a great one.